I feel just, I'm not sure what to do, man. I keep thinking I ought to get the heck out of here, but not sure where to go. What would be right? What's the wrong? I feel like I'm just losing everything I try to do. Something comes along to fuck it up. If I try to get a job, something happens to block me from having a job. I mean, I try to sign up for DoorDash and fucking. I'll try and explain the kind of shit that happens, man. It always happens, man. Every, pretty much every time. Even when I was younger, I'd get a job, and the second day of work or whatever, my car would break down, or the first day, car breaks down. Uh, I blew a head gasket one time after like one day at work. Car blew a fucking head gasket. Other times I'll be trying to get to work and the car get pulled over by the cops and they give me a ticket and say, "Oh, you drive straight home now." You know, tried to sign up. I tried to get a cheaper motel room even, and I swear the place had several dozen rooms or something at least. And then I get there, and a whole part of the motel looks like it magically disappeared, and there's only 4 rooms there. You know, it's like the other rooms just magically disappeared or something. Tried to get a freaking mobile home. Had 2 different ones for sale. I was ready to buy either one of them, and then suddenly they're not for sale. I try to buy them. I go into mobile home parks where there's dozens of empty trailers. Nobody's there to answer any questions or to sell them to me. I just sign up for DoorDash. I tried to sign up for DoorDash 2 other fucking times before this time. And the last couple times I try to do the background check and it didn't even come through. It never finished. They never answered me. This time I get through the background check and I pass that, download the app. Every time I try to open up the app to try to do it, it fucking doesn't work. It freezes, it crashes, it won't log on or whatever. I'll see places, rental listings for places that are cheap. Try to apply and they say, "Oh, it's going to be more expensive," or, "Oh, you're denied because you don't have a bunch of rental history," or whatever. I've tried every time I try to do anything to fucking better my situation, something happens like supernaturally to fuck with me and just to make it goddamn near impossible. Got assaulted at the last place I stayed at, and because I didn't snitch the guy out for attacking me, and they fucking lied, I ended up having to deal with bullshit through a court or whatever. When he was the one that attacked me. All I did was get him off of me and go back to my room. Trying to charge me with this bullshit. And they fucking kept my goddamn $1,000 deposit. I've literally had forces in this universe that seem this last year or the last couple of years. It's especially this last year since I lost mom. It's felt like things have just been trying to kill me. Like not just messing with me, but like trying to freaking torment me and sometimes trying to kill me. I've had 2 different times where somebody that looked like some kind of Walking Dead zombie or something ends up fucking trying to run me off the road. And if I hadn't had some kind of like psychic help or spiritual intervention to let me know, to warn me ahead of time, I would have been fucking dead. You know, if I didn't hear some still small voice telling me, "Look out, watch out for that car up ahead." If I hadn't had somebody like some spiritual force or whatever telling me to get the hell to look out, then I wouldn't have fucking noticed. I would have been dead, man. They tried to fucking kill me. I've had this happen numerous fucking times. This kind of shit. It's people don't understand. You try to explain anything, and they just Try to explain the way my life has been to my dad, and he just thinks I'm nuts or I'm just making shit up or something. There's been places I tried to apply for jobs at numerous times in the past, and they just didn't ever call me back and never get, they'd rather hire some fucking teenager that has a little bit of experience that, whatever. And there's a bunch of demands on my time and everything. Constant demands on my fucking money. Whenever I have money, I got everything in the universe trying to take it away as fast as possible. Most motels around here, I'm paying like $1,400 a month right now, $350 a week. But that's cheaper than anywhere else, man. I've tried looking. It's like I just can't fucking get in anywhere. I'll get to the point where if I'm trying to do right and pray up and doing good things and stuff, like something starts to look like it's gonna work out and it turns out to just be yanked away from me. I'll think I'm gonna get an apartment because I tried and tried and tried and went through all the steps it would take to try to get it, and then I end up getting denied, or I'll try and go do the right thing, driving around trying to get things done, trying to get into a mobile home. Everything I try, it just goes to shit. Something goes wrong, something gets in my fucking way, screws me up. It doesn't seem to matter what I do or what I fucking try to do. Everything just goes to shit, man. It's like I'm not allowed to do anything, or like there's some sort of supernatural forces that control my fucking life and my environment that I'm in that are just out to fucking get me or something. What it feels like. Thinking about going end up living in my car or something so I can save what little money I have left and be able to eat better and maybe get the hell out of here. Because I hear people saying that it's better over in the South, it's better over in these other states. Once you get away from Oregon and Washington and California and all that crap, and you make your way across the country, it's somehow better all of a sudden. The people are nicer and cops don't mess with you, and you just have more freedom or something, and the prices are lower on everything and all this kind of shit. That's what people are saying, but I don't know. Because I'll try to look for things and things get supernaturally freaking changed around me. I don't have all these great doors opening up to improve my life. Every time I think something good is going to come down, some sort of fucking darkness steps in the way and stops me from reaching the good. I can't stand this fucking shit. Damn it. Alcohol doesn't help, but I mean, things are freaking crazy, man. I drink a lot of the time just to try and calm down, try and be able to relax for a minute, try to be able to have some little time where I can maybe enjoy myself and just watch a movie or listen to some music and not be fucking totally stressed out all the fucking time. And there's always weird shit going on. God. I feel like I'm living in the fucking Matrix or the Truman Show or something, man. It's fuck. I don't know. I'm freaking out, man. Damn it. Just I don't know. I get stressed out, you know. Shit is weird. There's a lot of really weird stuff that happens in my life, you know. You try to explain it to anybody, and they just act like you're nuts. Oh, you're just imagining things. Oh, you're just hallucinating or something. The only thing I ever hear as far as advice from anyone is, "Oh, just get a job. Just get a job. Everything works out great." You don't understand what the fuck my life has been like, man. You don't understand the kind of shit that goes on in my life. It's like it's different from other people. I'm different from other people. Shit doesn't work the same for me that it does for other people, man. It just hasn't. It never fucking has, man. I used to have more good in my life, more good that would come. And if I went through a hard time, something bad happened to me, or got tormented, then some great good would come along. But now it's been fucking years of feeling like I'm just living in fucking torture and just worry and stress and goddamn crazy bullshit happening to prevent me from being able to get anywhere or get anything fucking done. I'll try to explain the kind of shit that I deal with, and it's people just think I'm fucking nuts or I'm imagining it or it's not happening. They don't believe me or they don't give a shit, you know? Oh, shit. Fuck. Hear some people talking about similar stuff to what I deal with, but not that many people. It feels like I'm in a computer simulation or something, but it's like dark and it's like everything's out to screw with me. Oh God. It's just a lot of weird stuff, man. The kind of stuff that some people call themselves targeted individuals deal with, you know? It's like things supernaturally change just to fuck with me, dude. Like I might look out at the road while I'm in the motel room or something and see almost no traffic, not hear much traffic going by in a day. But if I suddenly decide that I'm going to go check the mail or go to the grocery store, all of a sudden there's a traffic jam, you know? If I decide I want to take a left, uh, you know, flock of geese fucking walks out and stands in the middle of the road and I end up taking a right instead, you know? Or or a car crash or something, you know? Everywhere I go, most of the places I go, it doesn't matter what time of day it is, the fucking area is crowded all of a sudden. I'll go somewhere where there's almost nobody around, and within a matter of minutes or less, by the time once I get there, a bunch of other people show up all of a sudden, and then it becomes crowded. I'll try to ask around, try to call around, try to find some motel that's cheaper, and no one will fucking, no, no, sorry, no rooms available. How often do you have rooms? Oh, never, just full. Try to get a fucking apartment, I get denied. I try to, everything I fucking try gets like sabotaged by supernatural forces, you know? So I don't feel very confident about just heading out in my car, driving across the country, hoping to find somewhere cheaper because I don't know if I can find anywhere cheaper. I don't know how long I'll have to fucking drive or what the hell I have to do. I'm gonna have to live in my fucking car just to be able. And how long can I live in my car before I have someone knocking on the window all the time, fucking harassing me? Like I don't know what to do, man. Sometimes I feel like I just wander off into the forest or something, just you know, load up a backpack and just wander into the fucking forest and go try to build a cabin in the woods or something, just to get the fuck away from this society and this crazy shit, you know? Oh, just get a job, just get a job. Everything's great if you just get a job, just get a job, just get a job, just get a job. Fucking jobs won't even fucking exist probably in the next 5 or 10 years, man. People are living in a fucking delusion. The whole world, the monetary system is headed towards a fucking crash. The housing market is fucking horrible. There's jobs right now, but every single job in existence basically is something that a computer or robot or fucking artificial intelligence can do better than they can, better than a human can. There's not a damn thing that's going to exist for us to fucking just get a job, just get a job. And even if you did just get a job, you didn't make enough money to fucking have a place to live. We've got no fucking freedom in this country anymore. If it wasn't for all the goddamn regulations and restrictions and zoning ordinances and all this other bullshit, it would have been fucking easy at any time for me to just get a piece of land and fucking build a shelter out there and fucking live. But no. Damn it. Oh, shit. Man. Damn it. It's fucking stressful, man. I've had times when you tell people that, I mean, I remember when I was younger, every now and then there'd be somebody that everybody thought they were crazy because they said they got followed by a helicopter or somebody was following them when they're driving around. But this shit actually happens to me fucking all the time, man. Everywhere I go, if I go to 10 different stores, the same fucking people and the same cars are in every parking lot I go to. I could drive all the way to fucking Newport or something. I could drive 100 miles away and still fucking have the same people and the same cars fucking hanging around. I get followed everywhere I fucking go, basically. Almost all the time. It happens more often when I'm alone than when I'm with, sometimes if certain people are with me, it sort of stops happening, at least while they're around. But Sometimes I've had times where I'd have like a girlfriend or something, some friend around that the shit doesn't happen to, and when they're around, all of a sudden it doesn't happen to me anymore. I'll be able to go places without getting swarmed by fucking perps or whatever, you know. But most of the time, there's just all kinds of crazy shit that happens around me, you know. Especially when I try to do anything to improve myself or get the fuck out of here. Try to get to a safer, to just somewhere else, hoping to find, you know, greener pastures or whatever. And everything under the fucking sun comes together to try to fuck with me. Can't stand this shit, dude. Shit, man. I don't even know what the fuck to say or what to do. I just hear the same crap from people. Oh, just get a job. Just gotta go get a job and show up there every day for the next 30 or 40 years. And then when you're 80, you can have a place to live, you know? Oh, just stay in the back of your car. Oh, just sleep under a bush in the forest or something. Yeah. Fucking hell, man. What the hell kind of fucking world is this? I mean, just the fact that homelessness is something that even exists in this country or in this fucking world anywhere is absolutely fucking appalling, man. You know what's crazy? People spending all their fucking money overseas to places like Africa and shit like that. People are living in squalor and bad conditions and shit, but at least they have fuck. You know, you ever notice this when they have those commercials and they're showing for just $1 a day, you can help support these poor children. You know what people most people don't notice about those commercials? I didn't used to notice, but I do now. I noticed that he's walking around a village with a bunch of homes, and that those kids that are not getting enough to eat are living in those homes, and the people in that village live in those homes. None of where they might have a shortage of food or a hard time getting enough clean water. What they aren't is homeless. They have a home. It may not be a luxurious home, may not be up to the standards of the rich people in the United States and Europe, but it's a home. It's four walls and a roof, some sort of bed, maybe has some furniture inside, you know. It's not perfect, but it's better than sleeping in your fucking car. Better than staying in a tent under a bridge somewhere. God damn it. Here in the United States, if you don't have a fucking endless supply of fucking money that never runs out, you can't even have a fucking shanty, basically. You try to get a camper, they'll haul it away. If you're not paying and paying and paying and paying, they'll steal everything you own from you over and over again. Or make it so impossible for you to live in an area that you have to just ditch everything you own, try to find somewhere where you can fucking afford to live. And it's getting to be less and less places in this country where a person can even hope to afford to live without having thousands of dollars a month every month to blow. You got to be able to blow a couple $1,000s a month or something just to have a place to sleep other than the back of a car. If you do get some stationary job somewhere, you're stuck. You're stuck there in that fucking spot with those people for however many years or decades of your life. And how many of those people would even pour water on you if you're on fire, you know? Wouldn't piss on your gums if your face is on fire, you know? Like, nobody gives a shit. People are fucking cold and heartless in this world. Murderous, thieving, perverse, messed up shit everywhere, man. I know there's some decent people out there, I guess, allegedly, but for the most part, some of the most decent people I've ever met are broke alcoholics and druggies and shit. And the regular people that just go to their job every day and stuff like that, more often than not, are totally cold hearted, uncaring, fucking self absorbed fucking dicks, basically, you know? They can act nice and be somewhat polite and smile and shit like that, but they don't, you know? Most of them wouldn't stoop over to check on you if you're having a heart attack laying in the fucking middle of laying on the ground in a parking lot or something. They just step the fuck over you and say, "Move, fucker," you know? They don't care. You can't sleep here. You can't sleep here. Just like it's fucked, man. I don't know what to do here, man. I can't just keep blowing money like I have been. It's stupid, man. But what the fuck, man? God damn it. I just want to fucking want to go home, but I don't have a fucking home to go to. This place is fucking driving me crazy, but I don't know if it's just this place. I hear people telling me how different it is, how much more nice people are over in the south. But shit, we're talking having to drive thousands of miles to go most of the way to the other side of the country, having to spend many hundreds, if not thousands of dollars just to get there. And then once I'm there, I'm thousands of miles away from almost everything that I own, everyone that I fucking know. I'm stuck in some place where I don't even know where the fuck I am exactly, or how to get from one place, one town to another, even without looking at my phone or something. And I don't know what, I don't know if I'm gonna run into cool people there or meet a new group of people that are kind and decent, good people that'll actually be helpful or, you know, caring towards me at all, or if I'm just gonna be fucking surrounded by a bunch of goddamn predators that want to hurt me. I don't know, man. Shit, man. Can't keep blowing so much damn money though. Shit, a couple of months ago I had like what, 2.5 months ago or something, I had like $10,000. Now I barely have more than five. So I'm having to pay for this fucking motel room. I don't know why the fuck it. I guess I would have went camping, but even to go camping anywhere around here, they want to charge you $25 or $30 a night to have a place to park a tent. And you just be surrounded in this super crowded fucking place with a bunch of people being loud and surrounded by rich tweakers or something, camping out in their $90,000 fucking RVs and shit. I don't know what the hell to do, man. Right? Hmm. Hmm. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. I would try to head to my dad's if he wasn't so mean and nasty all the time. He doesn't have any empathy. I don't fit his fucking mold or whatever that he wants. So he just doesn't accept me for who I am or how I feel. He doesn't care how I feel or what I think about anything. He just wants to smash me like I'm some statue. He just wants to smash me into bits, into powder, and crush me, and then fucking form me into some new statue in his fucking image or something. He wants to break me like a fucking horse so he can hook a plow up to me or something. Fuck, dude. Oh shit. There's so much weird stuff in my life that I could try to explain it, but it's just so fucking strange, and it's just even if somebody understands somewhat or if you've experienced anything similar, then it's not enough. You don't really. Most people just really, really don't get it. You know. I guess if I could get used to living in my car, being okay with that, I could save a lot of money because it's too damn expensive to live in. You know. Damn it! I just want to live. So when I have some kind of home, it'd be nice to have an oven or a stove that I could cook on. Have a place where I could set up a barbecue, and I wish to hell my mom's husband hadn't sold the place. Maybe I wouldn't have had money, and I would have had to deal with that Garth fucking tormenting and being a dick to me for a while longer, another 6 months or something. At least I would have had a home for a while longer. Would have been stuck in the same fucking place with the same dipshit showing up. But at least I would have fucking had a home a while longer, and I wouldn't have. I don't know. My sister, you wanted to have my sister move in there, and she, came with that guy, and plus she's a hoarder. So the place got really trashed really fast to the point where I couldn't even use the kitchen pretty much because it was so trashed. And the bathroom would get disgusting. The fucking kitchen would get totally trashed. Living room everywhere is just fucking trash, garbage, and junk piled everywhere. I mean, I'd clean up the whole house, or I'd have the house pretty much cleaned up and clean up the shit, organize the shed and the porch and everything, and then she'd show up and start digging through shit and make a mess everywhere, and the mess would just become more mess and more mess and more mess. I need to find. Damn it. I don't know. I need to get out of this fucking darkness, man. I've been stuck in some sort of a darkness for just years, man. Especially since fucking 2020 came along. My birthday when I turned what 36 or 37 or something back in February 2020. That was like the last time period that I remember that before the world just completely went insane. Then came March 2020 and all the COVID nonsense, and the world just went fucking crazy. And I started, my mom health started going downhill big time all of a sudden. My grandma ended up in the hospital and some hospital rehab facility trying to heal her up, and then find out she's got, you know, she had some injury on her foot, that infection injury on her foot that wouldn't heal up. And then they find out she's got cancer and some, you know, stomach problem, some sort of infection in her stomach, and all this kind of shit. I visited her at times, and then she died. She basically just, they'll only take care of a person for a short period of time in a hospital, and then they just cut their losses and talk their family into putting them in hospice so they can kill them off, basically. And that's what they did to my grandma, and they did it to my mom a couple years later. They talked her into going and doing this surgery on her neck, thinking that, oh, that she'll be able to sit up straight and be so much better. I knew it was a terrible fucking idea, but she wouldn't listen to me. They botched her fucking surgery and then sent her home like the day of, or the day of, or the day after her surgery, way too early, when she was still hopped up on fucking morphine or something. Couldn't think straight, and she was walking around, eating like normal and everything, sitting up straight like everything was fixed, and then all of a sudden she's stuck in bed. As soon as the painkillers wore off, she was stuck in bed pretty much for next several months. She went and got the surgery before Christmas, a couple weeks before Christmas, and got her in a wheelchair and picked her up and set her out in the living room, and she sat up and played nice for Christmas with her great grandkids around and her grandkid. And then she just spent all the time basically stuck in bed. Needed help to get up to use the bathroom, to shower or anything. And then about a week before my next birthday, we just I just heard my mom's husband yell, "Joel, then we need to call 911." And she was just frozen there in bed, like she wasn't couldn't hardly blink or move her arms up, and she just like stuck in place. And she was in there like a month. The hospital. They took her to a fucking town that was far away at a time when Yeah, I had my license back, but the vehicle I had didn't run worth a damn. I wouldn't have, and I wouldn't even been able to get it in the parking area in that town. And that dude Garth was there all the fucking time. I was afraid to leave the fucking house to leave him there. Because I really thought the guy would like poison my food or something. Like that's how much of a psycho the guy was. I was afraid to leave him at the house alone. Afraid that I'd walk back through the door and he'd be holding one of my guns, shoot me or something, or that he'd poison my freaking food or do something to my toothbrush or who knows what. He was a freaking psycho. You know, talk openly about wanting to poison me and shit like that. Fantasized about murdering me all the time and shit. Was very open and outspoken about it. Besides that, the hospital was at the time was fucking terrifying. It was like, I don't know if you ever seen the movie Children of Men. They had this tall, long area with like chain link fence on both sides of this path that went a long way around. And I mean, really, really tall chain link fence, like as tall or taller than what you'd see if you're entering into a jail or something. They march you up through there to these numerous security checkpoints, and then they had the fucking army and FEMA people there. Everybody fucking making you wear a mask. The mask smelled like diarrhea or something inside the damn. It wasn't my breath. It was a fucking mask. And you got to go through all these like super locked doors. I mean, it's like prison doors. They had like prison doors and bulletproof glass and things everywhere. You got to go in there, and they would only allow one person to visit her. They'd go there and sit there all day long in this super depressing fucking room. And she couldn't even talk, pretty much. She tried to talk and it wouldn't make any sense. You couldn't hear what the hell she was trying to say. And hear some optimistic shit thinking she's going to get better at some point, but I pretty much knew it didn't look like that was going to happen. I guess I wish I would have visited her more. But it was hard for me to sit there and be in that room without busting out crying or something. I wanted to hug her more, but in that bed, and she'd wasted away to just skin and bones, man. I felt like if I hugged her hard, she'd break her bone or something. She just seemed so frail. It was only what? So then I lived in that house after she was gone for like a few more months before he ended up selling the place. And I think he could have got probably almost twice as much as what he ended up getting. He just sold so fast because it was so uncomfortable living there because Garth was always fucking with me. They never and my mom's husband and my sister would both turn on me and take his side all the time or whatever and act like I'm just being weird or something. The guy was fucking with me constantly, man, endlessly. I couldn't hardly even sleep in that place because he'd be fucking shrieking and growling and howling and clawing on the fucking walls and shit. Guy's a fucking maniac. Constantly fucking making death threats and talking shit. And I've got to just like put up with it because anything I say or do to him would just make me look He has a way of making me look like the bad guy, even if he's fucking being all obvious out in front of you. He would sit out there in front of everybody and start making death threats, or just talking shit and making death threats. And I'd say, if I say something about it or you point it out, they'd say, "Oh, he's just joking. He's just joking." My sister would come out and say, "Oh, he's just joking." He wasn't fucking joking. The guy was drunk all day, every day, not just like once in a while. Every single day, he would fucking down like a fifth of whiskey, and then some. He'd be smoking, filling the house with pot smoke and just talking shit, making threats, and I'd just go fucking hide in my room or whatever because I couldn't go out in the living room. I couldn't be anywhere else in the fucking house without having to deal with his bullshit. He'd be fucking shrieking at me and stuff. And I knew I'd get out there. I couldn't, it was never going to be acknowledged that the guy was being an abusive prick. So I'd just fucking sit around and deal with it. Because I knew if I punched him or yelled at him or raised my voice in any way at him or something, my sister would just go, "Why are you being so aggressive, Joe? He was just joking," and it's bullshit. And John, when they would come around, looked like he was in a fucking hypnotic trance or something. It was like he got, I don't know, it's like they did some kind of voodoo curse on him or something and turned him into a zombie or something when they were around. They could do anything. He could, John was just tune him out and just zone out, basically staring at the television or something. So the shit just went on and on and on. And I thought for sure he sold that place or whatever. It was his idea to sell. Split the money up three ways, and I probably could have stopped him from selling or something. At first, he said he needed her to come over there to help with the bills, but the bills were so low that at that place that he, like, it wouldn't have even taken half of his monthly social security check to pay the bills. And I offered to get a fucking job. I started looking for a job. He said, "Yeah, if you can get a job, start helping with the bills, then we don't have to have them move in." And then he goes, drives and picks them up and brings them over like a day or two later when I had been looking for work. And they're just there fucking harassing and being nasty to me the whole fucking time. Mainly Garth, but my sister was kind of in on it, if I'm being fucking honest. Because she always took his fucking side when he was in the wrong. She did that ever since I fucking ever met the dude. It's like he became her whole fucking world and worshipped the ground he walked on and fucking did everything he wanted. You roll me cigarettes, Christy, do this, do that, Heat me up some tea, give me a sandwich, roll my cigarettes for me, you know, bring me a bottle to piss in, whatever. And it would just be, ongoing. So I would take off during the days and go to the park and walk around there, just praying to God for things to get better, praying. When I finally got out of that place, I thought maybe I was finally free. I thought I was going to be able to get a house or something, or at least get a mobile home. I thought there was no fucking way that shit like this would happen, that I'd end up, a year later, fucking damn near broke. But it's just too damn expensive, the fucking motel. If I could even find a motel for $250 a week or something, or a place that would rent to me for $800 to $1,000 a month, if it was 800 a month I had to pay, I'd be saving $600 a month over what I'm doing now. That's a lot of fucking money to be saving every month. You know how many more months, I would be able to keep payments made? Shit. Hmm. Shit. I've been trying to fucking save money, but the only way to save money would be to sleep in my car or go pitch a tent somewhere. But there's nowhere, I mean, around here, man, people, you get harassed by the cops and harassed by tweakers and shit if you're staying in your car or something around here everywhere. And I don't know how I would even be able to sleep, especially if I'm getting fucking harassed and woke up and all the noise around me. It's so fucking crowded everywhere here in Oregon now. It's just fucking crowded. Almost everywhere you go, it's just a crowd. I feel like even if I wandered off into the forest, I'd end up running into people. There's people fucking everywhere here. And a lot of them are assholes, man. This place used to be a fucking cheap place to live. Decent. A lot nicer. The people were a lot nicer. The fucking everything was way more affordable. And now there's just so many people that have come here from Chicago and California and Detroit and shit like that. That it's like a shithole now, basically. Got a crime rate like 100 times higher than, or 100 or 1,000 times higher than it used to be when I was younger here. Of course, everything is like criminalized here, basically. They try to make it sound like it's a super relaxed state. Oh, everything's legal here. Don't worry. But it's bullshit, dude. You get harassed by like, if you go out doing just about anything here, man, the cops, some people, I guess, are allowed to just do whatever the fuck they want. But a lot of people, like, well, put it this way, on any given day of the week, I hear, sirens flying by at least a dozen or more times a day. We saw like a fucking numerous different biker gangs or something in town here the back on around the before the 4th of July. Hmm, hmm. I just What's weird is like I'm a fairly clean cut person. I like to stay clean. I like to be able to have a shower and comb my hair and whatever the fuck. I don't fit in. I don't really fit in with the a lot of the heavy like stoners and druggies and shit like that. But a few of them here and there I can actually get along with and have interesting conversations with. But they are some of the only people that I've been able to get along with nowadays. But I'm not. I don't feel like I'm built for this shit, dude. Hmm, hmm. Yeah, no kidding, Buffy. Evil, the strongest, the first. There's like some serious crazy shit going on. I just wanna. God damn it, I hate this shit. Screw you guys, I'm going home. I wanna go home, you know? There ain't no fucking home to go home to. You know, and me for using a cuss word here and there, like when I'm talking, I'm looked down on like I'm some piece of garbage by a bunch of people that cuss like crazy in their own life and their own private life. And then they act like they put on this fake airs, and then they act all offended when they hear a cuss word come out of my mouth. And then 5 minutes later, they're cussing up a storm, and everybody just ignores their cussing. But then if I use the word shit or fuck or, in a sentence, they look at me like, oh, you gotta watch your language, you know? Then 5 minutes later, they're telling some disgusting, perverted dick joke or something, you know? Like, seriously? Cussing up a storm, and I'm sitting there looking at them like, what the hell? That's what I hate about this place. One of the things I hate about this place is how phony everybody is, man. It's like you're expected to be a fucking phony. You're expected to put on airs and pretend to be somebody and something you're not. Just be a goddamn a sheep. Go be a lemming. Go be a sheep. Get up, go to work, do your job, be good. Super polite all the time. Bend over, kiss everybody's ass. And there's other people just running around acting like they're king shit, getting away with it. You know, the nastiest, rudest, most evil people in the world. Bunch of wolves in sheep's clothing, basically. It's all over the place. I'm fucking tired of it. There's a lot of people, man. That was one thing that Garth would do and my sister when they were being like assholes to me. Mostly him, but she'd join in with him, kind of taking his side and everything. And they'd tell me, "Oh, just be quiet, be quiet." They always want tell me, try to be quiet." The other people in the house, they'd be loud. Garth would be loud as hell, and then he'd tell me to be quiet, to lower my voice, and he'd say, "Come here, come here," and then he'd make some fucking death threat under his breath, so that other people couldn't hear him making the death threat or talking shit or whatever. That's why he wanted me to be quiet. He wants us to be, oh, we'll be quiet so the others don't hear me fucking talking shit, making death threats. But then he'd do it right in front of him a lot of times, and be loud enough for everyone to hear, but nobody was paying attention. Nobody cared if someone was screwing with me, making death threats to their family in their fucking own house. To deal with that crap for so long. Anyways, so yeah, it's just the last year has been fucking. God, 3 freaking years, man. 3 years of total fucking insanity, totally crazy shit going on. And yet here I sit right now. Most people aren't walking around wearing masks like sheep anymore. They even started to take down some of the plastic dividers at the grocery stores and stuff, so it's getting a little less crazy with the COVID crap here. But I would just about give anything to go back in time to be back, 2020 again, even during the height of the panic COVID nonsense. I'd rather be there at a time when I still had a home and still had a mom than to be here now, going fucking broke in some shitty motel room. Haven't been able to cook out or have a. I used to cook dinner, cook nice meals, at least, several times a week or something. I've been living on fucking fast food and sandwiches and stuff. Junk from the grocery store that I can get on food stamps that I can eat easy. Living on that crap for like a year. I started to go bald. I started to get a bald spot on my head for a little while. Like halfway through the year, pulling so much of my hair out. And because I've been, using all this hard water and fluoridated water and shit in the tap, taking showers, and my hair started to get all crunchy and fucking started to fall out and stuff. Because I haven't been eating right. I haven't been sleeping right. I haven't been, been getting bit by fucking cockroaches and shit when I try to sleep, and sometimes sleeping with a dirty blanket or dirty bedding because I'd rather that than take the chances on what kind of luck I'm gonna have if I have them put new bedding on. Will it be fucking filled with bed bugs or scabies or God knows what? Should I just keep sleeping with the dirty blanket because at least this one doesn't have fucking bugs in it? At least this one hasn't given me any diseases or, you know, like fuck, man. God damn it. I hate this shit, dude. It's like I'm just surrounded by psychopaths and sadistic serial killer types with painted on smiles. All these fake fucking people. Everyone I thought I had looking out for me, that everyone I thought I could fucking trust in the past that I thought was, you know, on my side basically turned against me. Kind of. My dad. I've always had some kind of freaking disability or something going on. I've always been different than the others. I don't know if I have Asperger's syndrome or what the heck it is. I was diagnosed with Tourette's, OCD, obsessive, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and social anxiety and all this stuff. My whole life, they just want to try to force me to be normal. Oh no, be like the others. Be like the others. Be like the others. Like I am who I am, man. I can't be like the others. It doesn't fucking work that way. It's like you're asking a fish to climb a tree or something. Go climb a tree, fish. Climb a tree. You know. I feel like a fish out of water here, man. Monkey going for a swim or something. This doesn't. God damn it. How my parents could have got me on freaking, disabled list or something when I was a little kid. They never did anything. They didn't take me to, doctors. Most of the doctors don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. I couldn't get a proper diagnosis from any of them. You know, and I trust them now. I don't trust them as far as I could throw a sumo wrestler. I don't trust them at all. I think the my best chances of survival is to stay the hell away from doctors because they're fucking mass murdering psychopaths or brain dead freaking zombie makers or whatever. I probably could use some medication, like in Xanax or something, so that I could cope with this bullshit better and maybe go do the things I need to do to go try to fit in and be a slave like everybody else, right? Because it's not an option. They don't give you a fucking option. I could try to sign up, try to get disability or something. It would take me probably what 5, 10 fucking years or something to even get approved. By then, where the fuck am I gonna be? Dead or living under a bridge or something. I mean, what the fuck, dude? Someone could have rented me a place a year ago, any time within the last year, but no, won't rent me shit. So how the fuck am I supposed to get ahead? I can't even have a place to live. You know, there's all kinds of things that I think my parents could have done better. Well, hell, they could have taught me about credit cards, about how to get, build a credit score and things like that. They could have freaking got me a credit card when I was a teenager or something and taught me how to use it right. I don't know. They could have done something. They could have got a credit card in my name and just built up good credit for me so that by the time I was in my teens or early 20s, I could have had like a decent credit score or something. If I would have known about this crap at all, but like back then, I mean, even a year ago, I should have got a credit card a year ago and started paying all my bills for the last year with a credit card, and then I would have had a decent credit score by now, maybe. Would have had some kind of credit score and a record of paying bills for the last year and stuff. Damn it. I think my credit score is like non existent or zero or something because I never got a credit card before. I didn't know anything about it. Nobody ever taught me anything about it. Nobody ever fucking thought to mention that it's important to have a fucking good credit score to be able to get into anywhere or ever have a place to live. Nobody thought it was important to mention that to me. To teach me that. Just get a job. Just get a job. Just get a job. Just get a job. Most of the fucking homeless, I know a fair number of homeless, and I've met a fair number of homeless and talked to them. People that are living in their cars and shit, and almost every single one of them has a job. They've got jobs. They just don't have homes. They don't have a place to live. You know, they get up, they wake up in their car and they go to work and they do their job all day and then they go back and sit in their car until it's time to sleep or whatever, and then they fucking get up and do the same thing every day, and that's the same. It's just fuck, man. damn it. I guess I gotta shut this off. I think I'm done bitching for now.